The soft clatter of dishes and the hum of early conversations filled the cozy glow of Maplewood Diner, a quaint eatery tucked at the edge of Elm Avenue. Sunlight had just risen high enough to cast beams across the worn wooden floors, illuminating the scratches of countless years. Behind the counter, a young woman named Clara Hensley balanced a tray of hot tea cups, her movements fluid with the grace of someone who had turned weariness into poise. She was only 23, but her weary gaze and roughened hands told of a life that asked more than her age should bear. Yet, on this seemingly unremarkable morning, Clara was about to spot something so subtle yet so vital that it would reshape her destiny, and astonishingly, save a tycoon from losing all he had created. Before we go on, if you value kindness, redemption, and the impact of tiny gestures, please pause to like this story, share your reflections, spread it to others, and follow American Tailies. These stories remind us of the strength found in humanity and empathy. That day had started like any other for Clara. She'd wandered through the quiet streets of her town before dawn, bundled in a worn jacket, her breath forming clouds in the chilly autumn air. Her life was weighed down by challenges. Her father's long illness, medical bills stacked high on the counter, and her younger sister's schooling reliant on her modest earnings. Most days it felt like the world rested on her shoulders, but she pressed on, never letting hopelessness dim her resolve. Inside the diner, familiar faces filled the booths, delivery drivers stopping by, office workers grabbing a quick meal, and locals lingering over bottomless cups of coffee. Then, almost unnoticed, a man entered dressed in a simple navy suit. He seemed like any other professional, his hair lightly grayed, his shoes neat but unassuming. Few in the small diner knew he was Nathan Bryce, a billionaire magnate whose name graced the covers of business journals. He'd built fortunes in logistics, real estate, and technology. Yet here he sat at a quiet corner table, poring over a thick pile of documents with a furrowed brow. Clara approached his table, offering a gentle smile as she set down a menu. He barely glanced up, lost in the burden of the figures and contracts before him. She poured him a cup of tea, her keen eyes noticing the faint shake in his hands, not from age, but from the stress of decisions carrying millions in stakes. As the diner buzzed around her, Clara went about her tasks, but each time she passed Nathan's table, her gaze drifted to the papers spread before him. Not out of nosiness, she was too courteous for that, but out of curiosity about the man so absorbed in them. Then something caught her eye. A single line, buried in the fine print of a contract he was studying, seemed out of place. Her years of juggling bills, deciphering loan agreements, and navigating insurance forms had honed her knack for spotting discrepancies. Don't miss the complete story in the next short video. Channel link is provided below.